Hi, Transtastic. So it's Sunday, and before I get into the topic that we're discussing today, I want to address two things. One is the Trans Calendar Project. The 2015 calendar is now available for you to purchase from the Indiegogo campaign. So I'm going to put a link below to that, and please go check that out. And it's for an awesome cause, and you can read all about the calendar and Alex Haney, who started the project up, and everything like that on their site. So go check those links out. I'll put them below. The second thing I wanted to address is some people have been telling us that we have been less than enthusiastic about making these videos, and I'm sorry if you've gotten that impression from me. These videos mean a lot to me. And yes, there are some weeks where I have a lot of things going on and I just do not have the time. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it takes a long time to think about what I'm going to say and to film these and to edit them and to get them just right so they can be on the internet. When I do make these videos, I put a lot of time and effort into them. So I just want to say that I'm sorry if you've gotten that impression from me. And there have been weeks that I've missed videos, but I am working on trying to get subs, because what happens is I am like, oh no, I can do it, it's gonna be fine, I can do it, I'm really excited about this topic, and then at the last minute I'm just like, I don't know what I was thinking, I can't do this. So I need to get better at giving it up, because I really just selfishly want to make the video myself. But anyway, this week's topic is an advice week, which I always feel like I always say, I feel like we just had an advice week, but actually I feel the opposite. I feel like I don't remember when the last time an advice week was. So this is good. I'm really excited to talk about this, because this is something relevant to everyone, not really just trans people. And I think that people have dysphoria for all different types of reasons. Okay, so it's a noun. It's a state of unease or generalized dissatisfaction with life. That can be applied to everybody in any place, any time, cis, trans, it doesn't matter who you are. Anyone can experience dysphoria. The term in the trans community obviously has been kind of unique here, and we have kind of adopted this term and made it our own, and it kind of is a blanket statement for all sorts of things. When I see people saying dysphoria, or I feel dysphoric, or my dysphoria is killing me, or whatever it is that I see on groups or social media or whatever, usually it's people who are either pre-T, who haven't gone on hormones yet, or it's people who have been on hormones and are talking about wanting top surgery, or it's been people who have had top surgery and they're talking about wanting bottom surgery. Obviously, those are really broad generalizations, and that's obviously not everyone that I see on social media talking about it, but I feel like those are the three main groups. And those three things were major for me. Before I was on testosterone, I felt extremely dysphoric about my voice, about just like the way that I looked, the baby face that I had, everything. I was so dysphoric, and testosterone really changed that for me. It changed my voice, it changed my facial hair, it changed the way that I looked, the way that my skin felt, it changed my body hair growth, it changed my muscle growth. I mean, I don't really have much muscle right now, but like literally this is a huge change from before I was on testosterone. So any little bit helps. I got top surgery 2 years ago. 2 years ago? Yes, sure. Before I got surgery, I was extremely dysphoric about the way that clothes fit me, and like the way that shirts fit me, and tank tops, and I was dysphoric about my binder showing underneath, and I would have like right here, I would have like, it would kind of go like this, I don't know, whatever, for my binder. So I just was so dysphoric about that, and now I look in the mirror sometimes and I'm just so grateful that like my chest looks the way that it does in those types of clothes. I mean, I know I'm wearing a tank top right now, so you can't really see, but like obviously it's flat, so that's a big difference for me. And then as far as bottom surgery goes, the biggest obstacle for me in my life right now has been my lower dysphoria, and like sexually, what to do with that. That's definitely something that affects me a lot. And now that I feel like I've had the surgery that I wanted initially, and then I've been on hormones for over 3 years, almost 3 years. What? I don't know. I don't know my timeline. I now feel like I'm a more complete version of myself, and my dysphoria has definitely lessened, but I do experience dysphoria in 3 areas currently. My size, I'm short, and I'm skinny, and I get made fun of a lot for my size, so that's something that I'm dysphoric about. Inability to have biological children. Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but that is something that makes me extremely dysphoric. And the third is sex. Not being able to be intimate with the people that I'm intimate with the way that I want to be intimate. A lot of words thrown out there. Basically, I have this like vision of how I should be, for lack of a better phrase, having sex in my mind for me. That's not to say that people should be having sex a certain way or that there is a certain way to have sex. You can have sex however you want to. There are hundreds of ways to have sex. It's not just black and white. But I'm saying in my mind, I'm supposed to be doing something, and I feel like something is missing, and I get really, really depressed about it. That sucks. It's really terrible. And that carries over from obviously having children, because that's how you have children, if you didn't know. Dysphoria for me is really crippling. When I feel it, I tend not to think about it, because if I feel it kind of coming on, it will wreck me. I get really depressed when I think about those things, when I think about not having children, or I have to talk about it, or I have to talk about sex, or I have to talk about, I mean, my size, not so much. I mean, it is what it is. I am the height that I am. If I wanted to be bulkier, I could go to the gym, but I don't. So I could do something to fix that, which inside makes me feel a little bit better for whatever fucked up reason. But the other things I can't do anything about, so they are what they are. But it makes me really depressed. And I would say my advice to you is, when you feel dysphoria coming on, I would not run away from it. In Chase's video, he mentioned mourning, like the lost organ that you wish that you had, and that you don't. And I think that's a wonderful idea. I think that this would work for all types of dysphoria, and I think that really, like, feeling a feeling is a lot better than running away from it, because it's just going to get worse. So something that really helps me is journaling, just writing out everything that you feel at any one given time, and getting out your frustrations about it, because letting them out and releasing them and having like an outlet for them is such a great way to blow off steam, rather than, you know, sink into depression. And obviously it's harder than it sounds to just not sink into depression, but getting them out there in a way like that is great. The other thing is, there are all sorts of groups out there on social media, Facebook in particular, that give people an outlet for this kind of stuff. If you are feeling dysphoric or really depressed or whatever, go on Facebook, go to one of these FTM groups and say, hey guys, I'm feeling really dysphoric right now. Does anyone have any advice for me, or has anyone experienced this? Because in another fucked up way, it kind of makes it a little better when you hear someone else going through the same experience. I remember when I was new to transition and I was watching YouTube, and the people who I would watch on YouTube and I looked up to, when they said that they felt that way about the same stuff that I did, it like really made me feel better. because I kind of idolize them, actually, and to hear that they're human and they feel these same things was really comforting to me. If any of you feel other dysphoria that I didn't mention, leave them in the comments below. Please subscribe to me on my personal channel, and I'm going to be making a video right now, actually, about finding smaller clothes for trans people, because I'm small and trans and I wear small clothes. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and again, I will continue to make these videos with excitement. I was going to do an outside vlog today, but there's construction going on outside my apartment, so I think that would be awkward to just be in the midst of construction people and be like, hey guys. Alright, bye.